What it is. Yeah. Oh. There we go. What it is, y'all. How's everyone doing tonight? Uh-oh. Nope. I did not plug the HDMI in. Give me 1 second here. Stupid thing is, I have an HDMI splitter, but my extra HDMI cable kind of went bad, and so I've been swapping the HDMIs between the gaming systems and the phone interface. That's on me. What it is, y'all. How's everyone doing tonight? Let's go ahead and turn this down a hair. There we go. Now we can have a decent conversation. First, get good. Fuck you. New It was a shocking experience. Zelos, did you even see that? Spectre, if he hasn't seen that shit, DM it to him. I will not be the only one to be scarred for life. Oh, that or old girls trying out for the live action Foxy Love. When they do the live action drawn together. I'd be about that life. How y'all doing tonight? I want to do a round of summons. So we need to get some Dragonstones tonight. I'm gonna kick. Oh, Zelos sent it to Zelos. Spectre sent it to him. So we're gonna quickly finish off the Easy A for Beerus and work on a couple other things. I haven't done this yet. I know it dropped yesterday. I have been very busy. Power of Wishes. That's an easy team to build. So let's do that. Okay, team formation, and we'll just go Power of Wishes. There we go. Oops. Yep. Okay. So let's see, we can run Piccolo here, but we need our leader. We can run them. Power Wish is a Battle of Fate. I think that's gonna be a wise move. We'll do that. That and who's gonna be our final unit? We'll run Bulma. And we need another AGL unit. Oh man, we got the two Super Saiyan 4s. I'll run them. That'll be a lot more fun. Bam. Let's go. There's some whatever. Oh, did you watch it? It's beautiful. That is like my new favorite video on the entire internet. I absolutely just have the worst taste in content. I just realized I left my water bottle upstairs. I've made a fresh water bottle. This is like yesterday's. So when this goes down, I'm going to have to go get fresh water. Funny part is, I prepared ahead of time and made coffee for when we do Bug Killer. I'm sure most of you here know, but if you don't know, after this stream, we will reconvene on Twitch. Twitch is where we do all of our general gaming. And on Saturday nights, we've been playing Starship Troopers over there. It's been a ton of fun. Oh, I'm not ready. That's not ready to process yet. We'll give that another minute or two before I actually do that. I can already tell the grinds aren't fully saturated. How's everyone been doing today? I mean, Spooter, I don't think... Or Zelos, God damn it. I'm never going to live that one down. Zelos, I don't think she's going to. She's 100% getting the part. Where's your whole Discord? What do you mean, where's my whole Discord? Most of the Discord plays Damachi, and a lot of the Discord is... we have people from all over the place. Unfortunately, we just had a... I won't go into it too deep, but there was a coup, I will say, and it caused a huge divide for the Dokkan stuff, and that's why for I don't know a good probably 6 months I didn't cover Dokkan, and that's part of why. Finally pulled the Super Saiyan 4. Oh God, I have not yet. That's my goal tonight. Tonight I want to pull him. So I want to finish up Beerus' EZA. I want to do the new boss rush and a couple other things. And hopefully by the end of the stream, I want to do an entire round, at least 3 or more summons, and see if we can pull that stupid Goku. Because I have not pulled him yet, and it is annoying. So that is tonight's goal. That is 100% tonight's goal. We already got 10 likes. Hells yes, I'll take that. Appreciate it, guys. Keep them likes coming. That will help the channel grow. So I appreciate it. Yep. But how was everyone else's day? How y'all doing? I had a fan-fucking-tastic day. After the dumpster fire that was most of the rest of this week I had been up and down the road all week. Today was a really productive day. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get the videos that I wanted to get done, but the other stuff I'd been trying to get done for my other channels, I was super productive. So I've been on the grind. Your old boy's been working. Yeah. So hopefully the luck will hold out, and tonight we'll finally get that Goku. Leah, what the hell are you? What the hell are you talking about? I have to insert the dad meme from Fairly. I know, right? This is where I'd have my Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Or this is where I put my Super Saiyan 4 Goku. If I had one! Fucking love that shit. Dude, we have a set of neighbors, and for a long time, I swear they were in like a pissing contest. I think it was all 100% like coincidental, but like I'd be doing something and they'd I'd work on my cars outside, and then like I'd work until 10, and then the way you pronounce grow. Do I pronounce it weird? I pronounce it like the word grow. 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 Unless I mean, look, if I'm overemphasizing it, it's like grow. Yeah, but whatever. Fight me. You picking on my enunciation, I'm gonna find something to throw at the camera, I swear to God. Throw the cough drops confetti that I threw the other night. Oh, and for those that have been waiting for alerts to come back, they're not quite here yet, but we hit a major milestone. I have a bunch of them queued up. I just have to finish getting them set up, and I'm hoping that I actually have now a method where I'll be able to use them on all the channels across the board, so it'll be really nice once that gets done. So I am working on getting that back. Just today was not going to be that day. Today I had a set goal, a plan. First of 5 nights. What? Are you at Freddy Fazbear's? What the hell's going on? No, Spooter. No. Hell no. And you're not getting the alert you want. There are 0 parts of that happening. I enjoy having a channel. The last thing I need to do is encourage that fuck shit. You'll have your probably your spiders back, or maybe worse. First 5 of the night. Oh, I did. Liz Dexia going hard. Spent like 45 minutes talking to a coworker when I should have been working. I mean, that's work, man. That's legit work. I can't tell you how many times that would have to be. I'd get talking to somebody and be like, oh, shit, it's been like 30 minutes. We need to get back to work. No spec. Oh, well, actually, I could bring that one back. That could be a thing. – That could, and then he's go. That could actually wind up being a thing. It's not completely obvious what it is. Vic hated it as his intro. I can't blame him one bit. But to have it to troll him when he's here would be great. What do y'all think of the Heroes units will be like this year? Mid or good or bad? They're going to be great, man. They're always great. The Heroes units are always fantastic. My opinion, the Heroes units stand up every single year. Like, even the units that... Like, what I think's really great about it, it's like they've already planned for what's coming, like, a year ahead of time. So, even the units that have not awakened are good for the time. And when they get their awakenings, they're, like, still on par. It's really nice. Have Guitar Hero play. The video's fantastic. Toxic, today's my birthday, and I'm praying Dokkan can at least give me one copy soon. Dude! Good luck, good luck. Happy birthday, joyous solar circumnavigation day. Actually, another friend of mine on Twitter is having a birthday today, too. Funny enough. I mean, there's only 365 of them, and there's billions of people, so, you know, that's the thing. But, yeah. Happy birthday. And may you pull that Goku. That's actually what I'm going to be working on tonight. I was saying that earlier. The whole reason. So I had not finished the EZA because yesterday was kind of a weird day. But we're going to finish it here real quick. And once that's done, we will go ahead and I think we're going to do the boss rush level. And then after that, we'll work on... well, basically, I just want to try to get at least one, like, round of at least... I call it a rotation because, you know, when they have sales, it's 3. But I want to get at least 3 summons in, if not, maybe more. Last year, they seemed okay, but not good. I loved the units last year. What are you talking about? The Super Saiyan 4 Gohan and all them? I thought they were fantastic. I still use them. They're wonderful. I mean... Hell, I'm using these 2 right now. I love them. I mean, maybe they don't stand up to the units today, but at the time, they were just great. I mean, I'm it's your opinion. I just beg to differ. We're going to have to agree to disagree. And that's okay. That's all right. You know what? Everybody got an opinion. Well, if you're comparing them defensively, I mean, how are they getting one shot? They don't have guard rate or anything like that. That really wasn't as much a thing. You got to remember that was really like kind of, I won't say introduced, but perfected with like Piccolo, and he dropped shortly after that. So, you know, like Red Zone and stuff like that. Sure, yeah, they're gonna get wrecked. You got to put them in the right situation, but as like I'd have to look at their defensive structure. I want to say after a couple of SAs, they shouldn't take much damage at all. Yeah, I just don't think their turn 1 units is kind of the biggest issue. But I don't know. I'd have to go test that out. And you know, there's an opportunity coming up. That be what it be. Gokhan, what it is, man? Dude, I did not get a chance to get the stuff shipped out this morning. I failed miserably on that. So Monday afternoon, or say Monday at noon, I am going to run out and get everything out in the mailbox. I have it all packaged up. I just basically I got on a project this morning and all of a sudden looked down and went, oh crap, I was supposed to go to the mail and it's now 2. Well, that ain't happening. But I'll get them out Monday. Because I got yours and I got Steven's present from the convention. So, we gonna get it taken care of. I apologize for the delay. I do collect all the Super Saiyan 4 units, though, so definitely going hard for Super Saiyan. Hells yes, dude. Hells yes. I love Super Saiyan 4. Like, I'm not even a fan of GT, but I just love the form. Like, the form was such a breath of fresh air when it happened. Because, like, every form of Super Saiyan at that point was just, you know, slightly spikier hair, maybe longer. Super Saiyan God I enjoyed at the time. But I think the problem that they've got, you didn't get a present? Zealous, you don't want this present. you do not want this present. This is a congrats to Steven. Oh, gotta keep hitting my mic. This is a congrats to Steven for hitting 250K. Wouldn't have been able to ship anything out today since it was a federal. Oh! You're right, it was. Well, shit. There you go. I completely fucking forgot. I'm a terrible person. Super Saiyan 3 Rose might be super good, though. He isn't restricted to heroes only. I want more solid Zamasu team use. Yeah, well, there you go. I'm kind of glad I didn't go then, because it's like a half-hour drive to my post office. Like, so I'd get there and be like, well, shit. Yeah. I want Super Saiyan 3 Rose to work well with Zamasu. We'll see. It depends on his links. Because I kind of feel like he's going to have enough Super Saiyan 3 links it's going to be weird. But he probably will still have enough links to work with Zamasu. So it'll be interesting. I'm curious about the Vegito unit, because, you know, we already have the one Vegito. This is a new Vegito, too, I think, isn't it? I don't know. What's the... I forget. What's the typing on this Vegito that's coming? So I think the one we have is physical. There we go. But I'm all about Super Saiyan 4s and the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, much, you know, I say underutilized, but it's not really like a canonical character. So to have two of them in the game would be phenomenal. The only thing that irritates me is I still can't awaken my physical Orale. I fell just shy of her. I think I had like one run left when she was here, and I was being lazy about it. And then on JP, she's rerun like 3 times now, and you can get her with keys. You cannot awaken physical Orale with keys. I know she's pointless and useless now, but it still irritates me. So, hope it's a... Have they not announced what it is? Oh, I'm sure it'll still have big bad bosses. I'm sure Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta will still have big bad bosses. And you are right. That's like the big one. Yep. Yeah, no. She, So, the whole thing with keys, apparently the way it works is if an event reruns, then it's put in the, basically in the line for keys. But since she never reran on Global, she never had a rerun on Global, then we never got... You can't do the event. It super sucks. Yeah, have her, but didn't awaken her either. Yeah, I didn't awaken any of the ones. So, I forget what was going on. At the time, I think I was saving for the next banner or something. And so I didn't go after her. I never got the strength one, but I got all the other ones. But I never awakened any of them. So they're all just chilling in my bin right now, like doing nothing. I never even really got a chance to use her, which super sucks. Need STR Yamcha and that Bulma EZA area to return. Can't you use keys on that one? Or is that one not available for keys yet because it doesn't rerun? Yeah, I've got a lot of easy areas I need to run. I am so bad about doing easy areas. Because the problem with easy areas is if you miss one, you are behind on all of them. It's like by the time you miss one, then you need to grind up like 4 more units for the next one that include that last one. And like then you miss that one, there's just too many things to do. Yeah. It's not available at the moment. I have a bunch of them I need to do. I've been really, really, really bad about it. Why did it fuzz out there for a second? Weird. Yeah. I mean, I get it, and it can't give you like dragon stones like these do, but it's just annoying because it's a lot of work, and the return on investment is so low. I find it very hard to get enthused to do it. Boom. The other thing I've actually got is Battlefield or Global Clash. We could do that tonight and get some quick and easy Dragonstones and go and do some summons. Probably Boss Rush would be the one thing I would do after this, though. Boss Rush is probably going to be super fast. How's your Zenny looking? Oh, my Zenny's fine. I have not been hurting for Zenny in a long time. If I need to do some Zenny, I probably have like I don't know. I'd have to go look at how many statues I have to sell, but I probably got more than enough to sell. For a while, I was like almost capped on Zenny. Need to do it a third time though? Oh, yeah. I do it once. I don't do it the third time. Which I know there's a free Kai in it, but it's like it's a lot of work for a Kai, especially now when we get so many of them for free. Yeah. Got the units I need for Prime Battle Gohan's EZA done. And this time they're big. Oh, nice. Hells yes. There you go. Shamefully, I don't even have to the Prime Battle Gohan finished. I need to finish him. I just noticed that the other day. I was going through my units. I'm like, why is this Prime Battle not finished? Oh, okay. I didn't finish it. I've been really bad about the free-to-plays. I need to get better about them. Hey, Makoto, what it is, man? How you doing tonight? All right. Round 13. So we're about halfway there. But stuck at max. I got like 3,000 now. The EZA's drop give me tons more, so I don't use any as much. Yeah, exactly. I do need Wheelo done, but I don't use stones for stamina or anything. I use the stamina beef because I believe the big stamina beef actually does have a timeout. I forget what it is, but if you don't, you don't. It's like use it or lose it on those big ones. So that's what I use it for. That's kind of about it. Man, it's really sad too because I remember. Hey, Draxus, what it is, man? Got blessed by Dokkan. Got 2 LR Super Saiyan 4 Gokus and 1 multi. I don't even hear this fuck shit. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. By the way, are we actually getting the proper Tanabata banner? Because we're now 10 days away from the... we're 10 days away from the Heroes banner. We have no word about the Tanabata proper banner. I'll be honest, though, probably the only reason to really drop that would be for us to use coins on it. But still, I want to use my coins, man. It was a hassle this year getting the anniversary units. I would love to just buy some dupes for them. Try to get some copies of the LR Full Power Goku. Oh, go for it. Hells yes, dude. Next night, what it is. Need to get them. The weed. Almost 4,500 stones shafted in the world. Oh. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is clutch. Oh, nice! Hells yes. I'm glad to hear it, but I'm also insanely jelly. Insanely jelly. Yeah, the worldwide I got pretty badly shafted on. But I didn't go that deep. I swore that off a long time ago. There were a few banners where I just went insanely deep on it. And I'll be honest with you, what I learned after 8 years of playing this game, if you don't pull the unit in the first 1,000 stones, you're probably not pulling the unit for a very long time. So for me, it almost feels like the way the algorithm works. I don't know anything about that section of this. I'm not a data miner, and I don't know if anybody's ever really mentioned it. But it feels like when they do the roll, the main roll is done on your, so like whether or not you're going to be lucky enough to pull, the mainline unit or anything like that within a certain amount of stones. It feels like that roll is done when the banner drops. Because if you ever noticed, banners can bless like crazy or just be trash. And I feel like it makes sense to do that from a dev perspective, because then if you've got two banners side by side and one banner's blessing like crazy and the other banner is crap, you're gonna, and I've done this myself before. I did this with Orange Piccolo. The Gohan banner blessed like crazy, but I went to the Orange Piccolo banner each and every time because I'm like, my luck has to turn around. And it's like that Vegas mentality, and it kind of perpetuates that. So I feel like the main, like, primary whether or not you're going to be lucky on a banner happens when the banner is drawn, but then obviously you, like, each and every time you're drawing from whether or not, from that lucky deck or not. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Only got some 55%. Didn't get anyone else. Ugh. Yeah. It's, I'm glad it made sense. I even got lost my train of thought on it. I don't know anything about it, though. That's just the way it feels to me. It feels slanted, but I don't know. But yeah, worldwide, I got of the pair of banners, I got one of either one. So when those rerun, I will definitely be dropping some coinage to get those units. Because right now, if I go into all my my obtained units, of these summonable LRs, I'm missing 3, and one of those is Int Goku. The other 2 are Worldwide Celebration units, and so I'm trying to complete that that collection, obviously. So not having him is a bit of a tarnish. First time participating in Worldwide and JP, and absolutely destroyed. Close to 2,000 stones have pulled everyone except for Gohan. Nice. SD, I don't have him quite set back up yet, but it's coming soon. I worked on it a little bit last night, but I'm not quite ready to launch it. I think I found out a way to do it so that it will work across the board on all 3 channels, at least all 3 YouTube channels. But I have to test it and I have to practice it. That'll also save me from running like VMs and all that crap we were talking about last night. Because as much as I like, I'm all like Technoflex, it's a lot of work for every time I come down here to stream to set up a laptop, log into different VMs, set up the chatbots and the VMs. It's a bitch. It's just like, it adds so much extra work. So if I can just have one chatbot that covers all 3 channels, I'll be happy with that. Because the other 2 channels I don't stream on those channels. So, yeah, no, worldwide I got pretty badly shafted, so I think I put in 1,000 stones in total, and then just walked away and said no. How many stones do you have? Not many at all right now. Do you link level a bunch? Shamefully, no. I've got a bunch of... So, generally speaking, if it's like a new unit, I will link level them. But I'm terrible about link leveling old units. And oftentimes, I just use keys. I buy the keys as often as possible. And like with new units, I will link level them fast. And if I have the keys, I will use the keys. But older units, I don't link level much. I'm really atrocious about it. In my defense, we cover 3. I cover 3 different games on YouTube. 3 different mobile games, and then obviously we've got the Pokemon channel. So it's hard to find time to do link leveling. That, and I'm super lazy about it. Hey, baby, what it is, man? How many stones do I have? Not many. About 550 stones for heroes, thankfully. I will be buying stones for heroes is the answer. Every stone I get, I've dropped into the Int Goku banner. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to free to play this. When do the sales go away? Sales should be around for a few more days at least. I haven't bought all the sales out because I'm waiting for payday essentially, and then on payday I'll buy up the last set of sales, and then that will probably wind up getting saved for Heroes. So that be what it is. I still owe my wife a bunch of money from con last week. I made some major purchases at the convention, and my wife was like, "Well, I didn't have. I floated a loan from her," and she's like, "You owe me." So I was like, "All right, I gotta be good." Physical swag or dragon stones? Physical swag it is. Don't shoot. Don't. Look. Physical swag always wins in my opinion. My beautiful Super Saiyan 4 Vegito statue over there would agree with me. Physical swag always wins. All right. Come on, guys. Finish him up. Boom. There we go. Let's keep going. Good grief. Feels like it's taking forever. I know it's really not, but it feels like it is. What's poppin'? Not much, man. Why should I say that? I had a productive as shit day. But that probably wouldn't interest... What I've been doing probably wouldn't interest most people. I have 889 stones. Nice! I owe my wife some money for her buying some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I made a big boy purchase. I'm a big fan of like old media, and I found the entire series of Initial D in a ginormous fucking case that came with like an RC car, and this I opened this, like the case is kind of like in questionable condition. It was like very used. But I opened it up and I'm like, everything inside is like pristine, like it's never come out of the box. And I didn't hesitate. I was just like, that has to go home with me. That is happening. You like that poll I posted on Twitter? I haven't seen it yet. Or was it the one you posted yesterday? Hold on. Was the one you posted yesterday? I don't remember. I remember you posted one. Where is it? Was it yesterday or was it the day before? No, that's Madra. Where's yours? There's JCV Goku's. When did you post it? I distinctly remember you posting one, but I don't remember what it was now. I'm so sorry. Only owe 80 ducks, so thankfully. That's still a lot in Yu-Gi-Oh cards, man. The day before. I have it here. I've been so busy this week. I know you posted something. God, we're all the way back to October. I apologize. I saw it. I just don't remember it offhand. No, this is like back from October now. Where the hell your alert at, man? No, I got it. I always get alerts. I always get notifications from it. I don't know where the hell it went. Well, be damned. No, that's not you again. Remember I saw a draw. Oh, maybe it was the one that I didn't like because it was... Was it the one where where you pulled the... It wasn't two Super Saiyan 4s. I think it was the Super Saiyan 4 Int and one other Super Saiyan 4. Or something. God, I can't remember now. Not really. Yu-Gi-Oh might be a bit more expensive than even Dokkan can be. Oh well. That's. I have learned my lesson in spending money on this game, but I used to go mega deep in this game. I don't do that anymore. Those days are long behind me. Because it didn't really pay off, I'm going to be real. Super Saiyan 4 Tech. Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. Yeah. So I did see it. Couldn't remember if it was Tech or what. Man, the sad reality is I love Tech Goku, but his usefulness was like fleeting. Like he was good for like a short while, and then he just got usurped like immediately. Only got a booster box. I know a lot who go for cases and full max rate cards are like, yeah. My wife does Pokemon cards, and sometimes we'll open them for my Pokemon channel, but it's like there are people that just blister through those card packs, and I'm like, nah, dude. Like, there's no amount of payoff in here. Like, the problem is chase cards in that game, they're only expensive when the shit first drops, and you have no way of getting the cards that when they first drop. So we'll open like an Elite Trainer box or something like that every once in a while, just for funsies. But it's definitely not something I do all the time. I'm not going to spend that kind of money, and she's not either. Made more money than I've ever spent in Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, good. Nice. Well, hell yeah. Then that works. That absolutely works. Yeah. I don't know. So, going back to the Tech Super Saiyan 4, the best thing about him when he dropped, because of the way he was worded, you could use him with the other Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, and none of the other Super Saiyan 4 Gokus work together. Like, now you can use them on the same team. Back then, you couldn't even use them on the team. Now you can use them on the same team, but they don't link. And the nice part is he links. But it's just, I want him to be more useful. You know, I want him to be better. The rarity setup pays off every time. Well, there you go. I haven't done Yu-Gi-Oh! We did Vice Schwartz on my Damachi channel when they had the Damachi sets. I did quite enjoy those opening them, but the problem is that there's just no value in those cards. It's like, unless you're a hardcore collector and you pull like one of the really crazy cards, there's just no value at all. But they were pretty cool. I mean, still got a lot of them over there. Just haven't done anything with them. Want another Super Saiyan 4 Goku to link with full power? I know, right? It'd be so nice to get another full power Goku. But, you know. We shall see. Maybe one day. And it feels weird that he just kind of like is the only one. Because every other unit in this game has like major duplicates. Like, I mean, in fairness, the game's been around now for 9 years. But they're quickly running out of units that they can introduce that are, you know, maybe only been replicated once. It's tough. It's tough. You know. Boom. 20. We're almost there. We're getting close. The end is in sight. You going to the Saratoga Comic-Con? No. No. Next thing I'm going to be going to is DreamHack in December. And then after DreamHack, I'm probably not doing anything else until MomoCon. And even DreamHack is probably free. I think. I hope I get my content creator stuff back. We need Dokkan Fest, Oob, 200% Carnival GT Hero Leader. The problem is I feel like they just shaft every card he gets, though. Bob, what it is, man? Bob, I've been playing Dokkan a lot longer than I've been playing Danmachi. A lot longer. Danmachi was the side hustle until it just became too lucrative. Dude, when I was doing like the 2 games side by side, and Dokkan was like, you're struggling to get 100 views, and Danmachi was like, here's 1,000 views. I'm telling you, but I always missed the game. I always come back to it. I always missed it. Always missed it. So here we is! Dedicated channel now, so I can get all the... It actually is going to be promoted again, which will be nice. It's how we do. Whatever. 9 years... No, you know what? I'm not even going to... I know you're baiting me, and I'm not going to fall for it. Just catching up some sleep before my Bluetooth earpiece ran out of juice. What does that have to do with sleep? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just like my Gen X whatever problems. Dude, if I'm going to sleep, I don't want anything going on around me. I'm going to sleep. I don't want white noise. I don't want the TV on. I get into a dark room. Shut up, bestie. Fucking first of all, tell me about Nixon. Shut the shit up. He was Nixon did nothing wrong. That's actually a fucking lie. He was a criminal. He was not a crook, but he was a criminal. Dan Mimo's the side hoe. It was for a while. Need a white noise in my AC to go to sleep. Actually, I will say the only sound I do not mind is the sound of like the rain and the thunder. That will put me out every time. But beyond that, my kids have like a white noise machine in their rooms, and it drives me crazy. I can't do it. I'm responding in chat after roasting you with the hashtag. Oh, you're all good, man. You're all good. I don't mind. I know people got shit going on. Dude, I used to lurk all the time. In fact, typically I do. If I'm in somebody's stream, I'm lurking. Can fall asleep anywhere. What you talking about? Depends. That actually depends. But no, like if I'm trying to go to bed, like I'm like I gotta go to bed at a decent hour. If I lay down and there's like noise, it makes me crazy. Now once I'm the fuck out. But going out, I don't want anything going on. I want to lay my head down, close my eyes, and just drift calmly into the ether of my own accord. Shut up, Bob. Shut this shit up. Fuck it. Reminds me of a really, really, really I can't. All right. So, Bob, I'll go ahead and I'll say this one. All right. So, many years ago, we had to check my grandfather into an old folks home because he's had really bad dementia, and as what happens when you get older, and we were going to go. We were gonna take him to the something, and we went over there to go pick him up one time. And he looks dead at me at 17 years of age or whatever I was at the time. And he's like, do you know what oral sex tastes like in an old folks home? I was like, Grandpa, I don't even. He looks dead at me, says, depends. I'm going home. Fuck this. I'm out. Do you think you from now on will drop new units without any stories? Probably. I expect them to basically drop like units when it's really important. Like they probably have units lined up for Christmas. It'll probably be another Talvi unit or something. Yeah. I would imagine probably they'll have a Christmas unit, a New Year's unit, like a maybe a Lunar New Year's unit. Right now, it really feels like they don't have a plan much past January. So I was just really disappointed because I had just recorded the 6th anniversary event, and I went to go do the editing on it, and for whatever reason, there was no audio in two of the 3 parts. And then the first part, there was like some weird anomaly. So I got to re-record all this shit. But each one of those is like 4 fucking hours. So I wish there was more, but thanks for the raid on Twitch. Sorry for not noticing the raid back then. You're all good, man. Dude, it happens. It happens. He was the greatest generation. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. They did. They didn't do too well through the plague. He's gonna call me old all the fucking time. We're gonna play this one up. My grandpappy got his head stepped on by a dinosaur. Dinosaurs. Nah, you're all good, man. I get it. I get it. Could be worse. So, funny story. So, our community manager for Twitch Atlanta, he's a fun guy. He's hilarious. But he has terrible ADD. And so, one time, I raided him. And I was like, hey, he's live. We'll go raid him. And so, I start the raid, and I get right in the chat. I drop everybody on him. And he's like, I gotta take a shit. And he stands up and he walks out. And I'm like, well, you're welcome for the raid, fuck. And he's gone for like 10 minutes. And I'm just like, dude, just number 1, decorum. Number 2, the timing. And I know that's not something he can help, but I'm like, come on. Damn it. If you go back in time to any period to redo an event, what timeline would it be? Bob, I'm not answering that. What smart ass answer could I throw out here? I'd go back in time and give the guy that invented the wheel a wedgie. Like a full-on atomic wedgie. Just be like, it's a wheel. Be like, what's up? That's what you get. Because, like, everybody's going to go back. Like, if time travel's a thing, everyone's going back and trying to stop Hitler. That's going to be, like, a very busy timeline. For me, chaos. Just, I've chosen violence. Bob. I'm just saying, like, don't, like, there's better ways to announce and be like, hey, guys, I gotta go freshen my coffee. Or, I need to get a drink. Or, something. Like, don't just be like, I'm gonna go drop the nastiest deuce. Just, maybe it's just me. Probably is just me. It could just be me. What the fuck? Oh, guys, so I will go ahead and announce this. We, I know I have too many channels as it is. Any story time on your very first Comic-Con? Did you get any... My first convention was a dumpster fire. So speaking of which, and I won't spoil it here. I will say we actually just had that conversation. Um, so the reason I mentioned it is for you guys that don't know, Toothpick Vic, the guy that actually got me into streaming, who I stream Phasma with on Fridays. He and I just finished recording the first 2 episodes, or say finished recording. We got back our edited pieces for the first 2 episodes of our new podcast that we're going to start airing here soon. And the episode number 2 is convention stories. And I talk about my first convention story there. And I'll just say it was a dumpster fire. And I'm not going to air any dirty laundry about fucking like getting ass at con, because I just say I met my wife in 2004. So I didn't have a lot of conventions where I could actively go around getting laid. Talk about living in a dumpster. Get the fuck out. I have not pulled him yet. We're going to try here shortly. That's why we're going to finish up this EZA. And I'm probably going to then go do Boss Rush. And then we will... we should, after that, have just about enough. Bob, we're keeping it... I would say it's very freeform. It's extremely freeform. But it's just the 2 of us. Maybe we might add a guest or 2 here and there. But it's staying at an hour. It's 1 hour, and it's just us. Literally, we have to cut ourselves off at the end. Oh, my wife's super into comics and anime. One of the convention stories we tell is about one of our biggest cosplay events ever. Unfortunately, my costume fell apart. My costume didn't get together. But my wife cosplayed Dr. Mrs. the Monarch, and I was supposed to be the Monarch, but my fucking costume fell apart. It was atrocious. But it worked out because the other dude Vic, his costume was enormous and he needed a handler. And so I just basically manned up. I was like, my costume didn't come together. Busted my ass to get everyone else's done, and I lost track of mine. But here we go. I'm here now, and I handled the situation. I was just basically the extra hands, and it was needed. Batman here, he should be. He should be around. Now, my wife and I, we moved into this house, and I'll see if I can find a picture of it and post on the Discord later. When we moved into this house, we had our living room's massive. First of all, we got this house on a song and a fucking dance. Like right at the bottom of home values back in 2012. This house had been foreclosed on 3 fucking times in 2 years. It had been used as a meth lab, as we found out after we moved in. So it was dirt cheap, but it's huge. And so it was like a fucking mansion to us at the time. And the living room had 2 really long but blank walls. And so I said, we've got an enormous anime collection. She and I combined our anime collections when we first moved in together, and it's huge. So I have a shelf that's 7 feet long by 7 feet tall, and every shelf is just large enough to fit a DVD box set. I mean, because Blu-rays are obviously a little bit smaller and weren't available at the time. So it's like each shelf's like this. I think there's 9 shelves and then a top row where we put all the figures and stuff. Yeah, no. I found out after the fact. I was actually pretty disturbed, but got the house dirt cheap. Who gives a fuck? Yeah. So we have a 7 by 7 foot wall that is nothing but anime. There's a corner unit that has a bunch of figures in it. There's another 2 foot by 7 foot unit that's all live action, and then there's another other 7 foot by 7 foot unit that's all manga and now light novels too. I mean, they existed, they just weren't as readily available. you know, Blu-rays were still very expensive at the time compared to like how they are now. So, yeah, my wife's into anime. We watch a lot of the same stuff, but we do have like, you know, obviously there's like a Venn diagram of like things in our wheelhouse that overlap and things that don't. But she definitely has the vast majority of the manga. My manga collection is kind of sparse, but it is what it is. I have to get one of those metal detectors, maybe buried treasure. I have found weird things on our land. Some of the stuff I found, I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to, and I don't really want to talk too much about it because if we ever do wind up selling the house, I don't want to fuck with it. So yeah, no. Used to be weird back then. Maybe, what are you talking about? I'm confused. I'm very confused. Yeah, no, Mara's in anime. She's super cool. Funny enough, we used to have a really, I think I've talked about this before. I used to have about a $300 a month comic book habit, and we were getting into some, like, she actually got into one random comic book line that was like from a indie publisher at the time. So yeah, no. we are weebs through and through, and we're raising weebs, and it's great. It's fantastic. You and Batman should do a Summit collab, one stream for a Dokkan event. Could do that. I haven't done a collab since Shots for Shafts. Anime can be weird. Oh, I mean, yes. Well, but it's funny where our stuff overlaps because, like, you know, there's a lot more that we have in common than we don't. Like, hell, give you an idea. Her dad. Now, mind you, you know, older. She's younger than me, but not by like an insane margin. She's just a few years younger than me. Her dad watches Dragon Ball and loves Cowboy Bebop. Like, but her dad's also a weird, an anomaly for his generation. Like, he plays guitar still, and when I was fixing up my one of my cars many years ago, he came over and gave me a hand with it. Like, her dad's like super cool. Like, definitely not like your typical boomer by any stretch of the imagination. So she's got good stock. You got hammered? Yes. Well, we'll have to find that. We'll have to find an opportunity to do it, man. I'd totally be down for it though. When you first met the father-in-law, how did that go? We went to a bar. And we went to a bar, and he told me how much he didn't like the other sister's husband. And I was like, okay, that's awkward. Thank you. No, he's super cool. Like, we got off. We get along really well. He goes to car shows with me. Like I said, he plays guitar. He watches anime. He watches, like, he's got a crazy horror movie collection. For his, oh god, what Christmas was? I think it was a year or two after the 360 came out. He was complaining because we had taken because I bought my wife a PS2 for the first Christmas we were together, and he was complaining that we had taken the PS2 and the N64 and all the really cool game systems out of the house. All he had was the NES, and he didn't have any interest in the NES. He was complaining he didn't have any video games to play, so we bought him a PlayStation. We bought him an Xbox 360 for Christmas one year, and so now he always keeps the latest Xbox. He's got like a 4K TV to run it on. Like I said, he's super cool. I have to fix my computer screen. Do it. Boom. I'm actually about to add. I've got another monitor I'm going to install over there for when I do VR. And I don't know how I'm going to wire it up. I got to figure out how I'm going to wire that up. But last night, late last night, I was doing some reconfiguring and I was moving some stuff around so I can finally get the VR studio set up again. Because I miss that so bad. I really want to do Phasmo in VR. Maybe we can do other VR games. I would guess I'm all right at Beat Saber, but that's like about the only other one. I'm far more into Phasmo and like that kind of stuff. Get it done, man. Let's do this shit. Like how streams always just basically become an AMA. But yeah, we're gonna have a podcast and we're gonna go record 2 more episodes next week. So by the time the channel launches, we'll probably have like 4 episodes preloaded, and the goal would be to drop an episode like twice a month. So it'll be a lot of fun. You excited for the Zelda live action movie? I don't know. Mystic, what it is, man? How you doing tonight? The problem is there's 2 ways they could do it. Uh-oh, what do we do? I'm so confused. There's 2 ways they can go about the. So for me, Zelda, I've not kept up with the Zelda series very much, but Zelda holds a really important place in my gaming heart because when I was very young, I mean, we make jokes about how old I am, but when I was very young, Zelda was the first like real, honest to goodness, like I say game, but like, you know, game on that level, like a proper adventuring game that I played. I played a bunch of games on the Atari, but I mostly played like the usual like Space Invaders, Super Breakout. We did have the Indiana Jones game, but let's be fair, that game was kind of trash. It was a total trash can game. And I wasn't really playing it actively. I had a friend, next door neighbor, who had an NES, and he got Zelda, and we played that thing so much. And it really broadened my horizons and opened my eyes to what like video games could truly be. It was like my true first gaming love. Like when everyone was playing like, you know, Mario Brothers and struggling to get to like World 8 or whatever, I was over there like learning everything I could about Zelda. It was my thing. And so I loved it. But unfortunately I didn't keep up with the series. The first video game console I actually owned beyond the Atari was the Genesis. So then I got into like, you know, all that kind of stuff. One Piece Live is good, and scenes, but the fighting is trash. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know. I've heard good stuff about it, though. Doing virtual battle right now. Let's see what's up with this. Chrono Trigger is Zelda, my first early favorite games. Yep. Chrono Trigger was great, too. But... So I didn't own a PlayStation until I was much, much, much older. When I was, I don't want to say the age, when I was in high school, and I could first get a job, I saved up for, I was making about $100 a week, and it was all paid in cash, weirdly, but we didn't really have a paycheck system. We'd go to the cash office and be like, okay, here's how much you're owed, and we get cash. And so I would take that cash, and because I was, you know, a teenager, I didn't have any other responsibilities, I didn't have anything to save for. I go down to the video game store, and so shut up, Bob. And I bought I saved up for a couple of weeks because I had my eye on what I really wanted. I bought a first generation Genesis with the second gen CD. It's got that little CD extender. I love the first gen CD, but the first gen CDs are really hard to come by, and they never really worked right. So the guy at the store was like, here's what you want. This is the better of the Genesai, and this is the better of the CDs. He's like, I forget what the price was, but he got me a good deal on some games and stuff like that. So I think I dropped $250 on them, and I walked away with like an armful of shit. So when the Saturn came out, remember the Saturn came out and the PlayStation came out shortly after. When the Saturn came out, I jumped because I loved my Genesis. First gen on one of those rotary dials. Yeah, I did. Oh, it was a rotary. It's a slider. Shut up, Bob. Light goal 25 and deal. Let's do it. Yeah. So that was my first game console that I owned. So after the Atari broke, my parents were like, no more. We're not doing it. So the Atari would break, and then I'd get it fixed. Then it would break, and I'd fix it. Because it was like a resistor that would fry. And you could jump it with a staple. Don't ask me how I know. I figured it out. You could open it up, you could jump it with a staple, and it would work again, but it would just continually go out. So eventually the solder points went out and all that stuff, and it stopped working. So the long and the short of it was, my parents were like, we have computers, you don't need a video game system. And I had some great computer games that actually, at the time, I didn't understand were what I thought they were knockoff versions. We had a version that, like, Zelda that was better than Zelda. To this day, people even remember it more fondly than Zelda. And at the time, I just thought it was knockoff Zelda. We had some great PC games, but I never had a console. So when I had that job, I went out and I started my console collection. I still have that console. I have never sold a console. No, I take that back. I sold my PSP. I bought a trash bag full of Gen 1 PlayStations, and I sold all but 2 of them. But I don't think that counts because I fixed them up and sold them at a profit. You do your fam rush runs? No, I forgot. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do them after Bug Killer. You gotta go. Well, have a great one, my man. Thank you so much for dropping in, and I will get your fig pin off on Monday. Meant to do it today, but it was a holiday, and I totally remembered that, and that was the reason, not because I got distracted this morning. But Monday I'll get them off. Have a great one. Thank you so much for dropping in. Need 10 more likes. Let's do it. Well, if we're going to do it like that, but basically what we do is we do one on your channel, one on mine. Be easy enough. That's how we generally do it. Record it in 2 sessions. We'll have to find a time to do it, though. I got to figure out what's incoming. And I got to save up stones for it, too. Maybe, I mean, well, we'll see what happens with Heroes, too, because Heroes would be a great banner to do it on, because Heroes is just, like, all fire. But it really, I got to see the kit on these Heroes units. Yep. Boom. Yeah, like you said, it's a back and forth. Boom. Get him. Get him. All right, one more of these we should be done. And then we will have our Dragon Stones. Let's see how many Dragon Stones we have after this. Oh, come to think about it, I don't think I've bought this month's keys yet. Might be able to do that. Let's see. I don't know, I really want to do a triplicate of summons. So, but I also have a ton of Dragon Stones farmable in this account. So, I'm not super worried about it. I'm just my whole thing is I want to do a triplicate before at least before the end of the stream. Eventually, Chesty 1 and 2 will have to merge. We only have 12 active, but we still have top 25. We'll probably have to merge them. I haven't kicked anybody out of C1. I haven't been managing C1. If anything, I've been managing in the new game. That's kind of it. Man, my primary focus right now in the game has been getting the story modes archived. I've been working really hard on that. Hope Full Power Rose has a good kit. So Super Saiyan 3 Rose will probably have some pretty good links. My only concern is if he has like a Super Saiyan 3 link, that's going to be a bit weird because that means he's not going to link with anybody. But if you Super Saiyan 3s always have a Super Saiyan 3 link, but he's also Super Saiyan 3 Rose, so I don't know. Like it's that weird situation where it's like if he has it, it's wasted. But if he doesn't have it, it's kind of not right, you know? Like, how do you build this unit? But I'm sure they'll all have attack. They'll all have defense. The two mainline units will probably have guard or something of that nature. We'll figure it out. But yeah, Kahuna, the going back to that subject, the honest answer is a lot of people have just abandoned the game because when they saw the writing on the wall, they were like, done, next. I for one love the game. I'm gonna hold out to the very, very end. We will literally have a party at the end of the world. We will have a stream where we stream until the server shuts down, which I think will be super fun. Did I got wrecked. Holy shit, what happened? Oh, it reset. Okay. Oh, how many days are we at? 2470. 2470 or 2479? 2479. So we're coming up on 2500. We're not in range of. It'll be a while before we hit 3000, but it is what it is. You know, Record of Ragnarok is the same team as JoJo. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Kahuna, well, we can have that discussion. I'd be about that life. It's not something that's been heavy on my radar at the moment. Let's see. Tech, strength, physical, power of wishes. So, tech, strength, physical. Not AGL? Oh. So we get tech, strength, physical. Get rid of those two. We can throw a Bulma on there and shocked there's no AGL. That's so weird. Who's gonna link well on this team? Yeah, screw it. Why not? I haven't used him in forever. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, same art team is doing Record of Ragnarok anime on Netflix. Invincible yeah, I've not watched Invincible Season 2. I'm gonna watch Loki and then I'm gonna get on that. Did you fill your Don Crow team? No. I have not filled it. I was gonna make a big announcement about it. I have been pruning members slowly but surely. Because what happened is it filled up the first day. It filled up with a ton of just like, I don't want to say trolls, but people that weren't really like invited. Because for whatever reason, it opened. It didn't let me lock it down to memberships essentially. And so everyone just flooded in. And rather than just banning everybody, I was like, okay, we'll see who's going to stick around and who's going to work. So, what Record of Lodoss War on Netflix? Dude, could you imagine if they made a remake of that? Oh my god. Oh yeah, I watched first season of Invincible. I love that shit. I actually found the Invincible #1 comic in a fucking flea market, and picked that bitch up. Like, it was dirt cheap at the time, because I guess they didn't know what they had. But yeah, I love season 1 of that shit. All I'll say is I know some of the story. I've never read I said the manga. I haven't read the comic, but I've looked into it. I know enough of it. I watched the Comic Explains videos on it, so I know some of the shit that's coming. And oh my god, most of the fan base is not ready. Season 2 is only 2 episodes in. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta watch Loki first, and I think either Monday or Tuesday I'm gonna go see the Marvels. I've heard really good things about it. I know people are trash talking it right now, but I think people just don't. People just flat out just don't like the Marvels. And I don't understand the hate. I understand the hate for what's her face that plays Captain Marvel, but I love the Captain Marvel movie. I thought it was great, and I think it's people are unnecessarily hating on someone just who has strong opinions and can't separate themselves from the actor. And people genuinely didn't like Ms. Marvel's series. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, but I think I enjoyed it as a parent. Last season of Mandalorian was crazy. I haven't watched. I watched the first. Who's the guy that played Gustavo Fring? I think I watched the episode where he showed up, and I haven't watched much past that. Marvel's pretty good. I already got the spoiler that Blue Marvel doesn't show up, and I'm very sad about that. But the way they set it up, I don't know how he would be worked into the plot. Oh, go. What are we missing here? Okay. Missions. Oh, fuck you. Fine, screw it. I'll do that later. Alright, so 114. Let's see. I don't know if we have anything over here. Oh, we do have a Dragonstone. Okay. Get those. Let's see. Let's see. Z awaken 1 character. Dokkan awaken 1 character. Complete all the massive growth missions for 2 Dragonstones and more. That's too much to do right now. I mean, wouldn't take long, but oh, you know what we could do? Boss Rush. People are complaining because Disney is if people think that, just wait till Adam Brashear is introduced. People are going to lose their shit. But that, in the comics, his story pulls no punches. It is rugged. It's great, but it is rugged. I wouldn't call it woke. I mean, you can't really call it woke because these are comic book characters. The only character that hasn't existed very long is Monica Rambeau, and she's like not even a bit character there. Kamala Khan's been in the comics for years. Kamala Khan's got some great stories. No. So the thing is, I don't think Bob Iger has as much input as you think. Feige is the one running the show. And honestly, let's be fair here. There hasn't been much diversity in comic books recently. And when the diversity in comic books was bad, go look up Snowflake. And what was the other one? God, there was a duo. It was Snowflake and Safe Space. Go look up that dumpster fire. That shit went down in Marvel Comics and people lost their goddamn shit. And rightfully so. It was very poor taste. But Kamala Khan's been around for years. Carol Danvers is, for better or worse, has been around for years. I would say they kind of murdered her character in, or not, they assassinated her character, and not physically, in Civil War II. But if people want a reason to hate Carol Danvers, let them do a Civil War II storyline, because holy shit, that will definitely that will turn a lot of. Think Sony and Disney would do together to make current version of Venom Spider-Man movie? I doubt it. They're not going to shake hands. I think we got what we got out of them, and that's as best as we're going to get out of them. They're Popeye the Sailor Man. Where the fuck is Boss Rush? Did I miss it, or is it... Let's see. Fighting Legend. No. Though I do have a bunch of these that I can do, too. Gods of Destruction, Cellmax. Is that a bunch of those I can do? Red Zones I could do. But Super Bad Road, Dragon Ball... Is it Dragon Ball History we got? No. I have 2 Dragon Ball Histories we can do, but those take a long time for some reason. Where the fuck? There it is, Boss Rush. I just passed it. Alright, so let's get just a badass team and just run through this. Alright, so... Here. Let's use the Power of Wishes team again. Who do we have on this team? Power of Wishes or Battle of Fate? Battle of Fate, let's see. But they need to have the Kamehameha link, don't they? Oh, Final Trump card or Shadow Dragons. Alright, so... Alright, so Super Saiyan 4s will do really well here. Screw it. Gohan always does well. Let's go. Bam. Is Miles Morales a Disney Sony collab? No. You're talking about Spider-Verse? It's not a collab by any stretch of the imagination. My understanding is Sony has basically loaned that character to that animation studio, but that's more or less an indie product. They put in Easter eggs. They definitely have put in Easter eggs, but it's an indie project. It has nothing to do with either one of those. Boom. Boom. In there. I love those movies, man. Those movies have been so good. The second one is actually is it Disney Plus or Netflix? It's on one of those. The wife hasn't seen it yet. She'll have to watch it. I love Miles Morales. He is such a great Spider-Man. I mean, let's be fair. The vast majority of the extended Spider family is like really solid. Maybe with the exception of Madam Web, she got a little cheesy, but since say what you will about Jessica Drew, she's had some great stories. But no, I love the Spider family. Spider family is so good. Now here's something you probably didn't know. There's a long running now, and mind you, it's pre-Secret Wars, so you never know if it's just something they can be like, oh, but Secret Wars reset that. But at the end of Spider Island, Mary Jane Watson showed that she had spider powers, and she met Peter up on the side of the Chrysler Building, and they had like straight up had a conversation. And, like, yeah. So, long story short, like, Mary Jane Watson at the end of Spider Island retained her spider powers. No, Bob. It ain't sliding down easy unless it's cheesy. Spectre, last comment. It's called Spider-Man 2 for the PS5. Well, I guess that's true. Oh! We were supposed to make our PS5 today. We went down to the GameStop, but because our local GameStop's like super understaffed right now, they didn't open today. So maybe we'll pick it up tomorrow or something. But the wife just finally decided to pull the trigger on it. It's like, cool. Boom. Whole Infinity comic storyline is 1,000 times better than the movie series. Oh. Well, remember the original Infinity storyline from 1980 whatever isn't even canon. It's a non-canonical storyline. It was supposed to be just like a one-shot. Yeah. I'm still really salty about the way they're handling Adam Warlock. I feel like Adam Warlock has been mismanaged big time. But my understanding is the Silver Surfer's been in litigation for a while. Well, so number one, the whole like who owns what characters is a big question mark for a lot of these characters. Number two, when it comes to the Silver Surfer's tied to the Fantastic Four. And everything's been so bad surrounding the Fantastic Four and all that stuff that literally, even in the comics, they've just been gone. They disappeared. I think Johnny Storm reemerged like 2 years ago. Yeah, but his appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy was nothing. So, if you go back, and I would highly, if you're a fan of Guardians at all, go find the original 2008 run of Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, it's so good. It is one of my favorite comic storylines ever. And I do not say that with like any lighthearted. Like it's silly at times, but it's also serious when it needs to be. And it's like Peter Quill, Adam Warlock, a character named Quasar, it's like the third or fourth Quasar, but whatever. It's irrelevant. You have Mantis, Groot, Rocket, Gamora and Drax are there. I think they actually pick up Drax at the beginning of it. And they really go into the backstory of Drax. It's really interesting. He's nothing like he is in the movies. Drax is a whole different character in the comics. And the way that storyline ends is absolutely batshit. I'm not going to spoil it because I think it's what they're leading up to with the next set of films with Peter Quill. But it is insane. Fun, very silly at times, but the ending is such a great payoff. So Infinity Gauntlet issue number 1, do you think it's worth anything? Yes. Not a lot, not as much as you might think, though. I think last time I priced it out, ungraded, I think it was $130, something like that. It's got value, it's just not insane value. The problem is comics have just, the values of comics have gone through the toilet right now since a lot of it's online and even free through Marvel. But hey, if you want to offload it, I'll take a second copy of it. Fuck yeah. I kind of want to get mine signed, but that ain't gonna be a thing. But well, I think he's still around. Cause that was Jim Starling, wasn't it? I think it was Starling. Is Starling still around? God, you can make me look this shit up now. I'm actively doing boss rush this time too. Let's go. I ain't gonna do well. Screw it. I don't think this is gonna do much, but we'll see. Bob, you ain't far. No. Baseball cards are the. Oh, God, that did work. Baseball cards are the NFT of our generation. I have a ton of baseball cards when I was a kid that everyone said were going to be like, you know. Because when I was a kid, everybody's dad had like a Babe Ruth card or like... I legit had a buddy that had a Hank Aaron like card. It was pretty awesome, actually. I got it signed for him. For test driving at BMW. Yeah, so like everyone thought they were sitting on a gold mine, and because of that, we bought so many. We bought baseball cards like kids today are buying Pokemon cards, and like 90% of my collection is completely worthless. Who's your favorite comic artist? Oh, really, Liefeld? Man, Liefeld can't draw for shit. I'll be honest with you, my favorite comic book artist of all time. I love B&B. Man, that's a tough one. Artist or writer? Shut up, Bob. It's going to be my catchphrase going for shut up, Bob. I'm going to make a shirt that just says shut up, Bob. I should do that. I should just have like I'm going to make a hat. Just a fucking black hat. Have nothing else on it but shut up, Bob. Just like, I just want as many people as possible walking around in this world with a hat that just says shut up, Bob, for no fucking reason. All lowercase. We already have a Damn It Spectre shirt. All lowercase, no punctuation, just shut up, Bob. I want to be merch. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Dear self. Dear self. Here, I'm gonna make myself a little note here. Bam. It's gonna have absolutely like no flair, no nothing. It's just literally gonna say "Shut up, Bob" for no fucking reason. Ooh, it's beanie season. We'll do a beanie, bro. I don't have my pen. I can't do a post-it note, but I have it put up over here. I have it put up over here. Ugh. Get him! Get him! No. No Toad. All right. So let's finish this up, because I think after this run, I should have just enough to do three summons. Forgot the artist name. Oh, you're talking about the artist? You know, more I think about it, I think honestly, if I'm going to be truly honest here, I think my favorite artist of all time is Christopher Hastings. He's a great artist. He's a great writer, and I got into him when he was doing webcomics. And one of my dreams was to get my Dr. McNinja #1 signed, and I never got a personalized signature, but I did buy. It was actually hilarious. I was buying on eBay a second version of the book so that I could get it signed. And because mine's kind of in rough shape, but the other version, somebody actually, like, in the comments, they're like, the comment was, there is some writing on the margins, and I'm like, somebody wrote in the comic book? That's weird. No way. No. So I bought it on eBay, and I get this motherfucker in, and it says, "Dear Chris, are you afraid of ghosts? Because I am. Signed, Christopher Hastings." And I was like, I'm not Chris, but you know what? I'll pretend. Fuck it. I absolutely love his work. He's absolutely amazing. Shut up, Bob. He drew Spectacular Spider-Man mostly. So if you ever go look up Fear Itself Deadpool, he wrote his Outbreak series was the Fear Itself Deadpool line, but he also did the first run of Gwenpool when she didn't have any powers at all. And he drew a lot of that too. His art is phenomenal. His humor is on point, but he still knows how to like do tension and all that stuff when it's necessary. I love his work. I'm such a fanboy. Batman, where are you going with this? I'm confused. I'm confused and concerned. But obviously, I also like Brian Michael Bendis. But and I'm sad I missed the opportunity this summer to go actually meet him at Dragon Con. But I figure if he's been to one Dragon Con, he's definitely coming back. Well, maybe, hopefully. The fuck, Bob? What kind of statement is that? I'm trying to make this aerodynamic enough to throw. Deadpool is Rob Liefeld's original character along with Bishop and Cable. So I love Bishop and Cable. I love Deadpool. I'm a huge Deadpool fan. Here's my problem. He can't draw for shit. Have you ever seen that drawing of Captain America, where his chest is like 3 feet wide, and he's like physically impossible to like draw. I think he also did the one of Jessica Drew where she's like broken in two, like her back is just like fractured, and she's like spider slung on the side of a building. So I enjoy Deadpool, but the Deadpool that I really, really, really enjoy is the Joe Kelly run. The Joe Kelly run of Deadpool is like the chef's kiss. Anything before is the aight. Anything after is he's just a meme lord. I did enjoy, though, the movies. The movies were good. They got a bit memey, but they were also the modern Deadpool. If you ever go read the Joe Kelly run, though, it is premium Deadpool. It's like it is all comic book in jokes. He did the whole X-Force line. Well, X-Force was its own weird thing. I mean, he's aight. I'm just not the biggest fan. I think he's extremely overrated, personally. I mean, Brian Michael Bendis, on the other hand, has got like a repertoire. I think that guy is extremely talented. But for comedic stories, you're not going to beat you're not going to beat Christopher Hastings, in my opinion. Hell, the Fear Itself Deadpool was just on point. Go look up. I don't remember if they straight up call him Hammerpool, but the picture that he drew to promote the comic was literally Deadpool in MC Hammer's outfit with a fucking like bejeweled solid gold Mjolnir. Or not Mjolnir, but what was the hammer the serpent was giving out? Basically clones of Mjolnir. And it is... Shut up! Shut up, Batman. Fuck, God damn it. It is hilarious and amazing. I give the dude so much cred. Fanboy. That and his Dr. McNinja run was just insane. Dr. McNinja never, ever... Shut the fuck up. Dr. McNinja never disappointed. From the Radical King to his to Sparkle Lord, all the way down to the Dubstep Quartet. I fucking love that web series. Absolutely love that web series. Boom. Oh, man. It's far enough removed. If I could lose some weight for cosplay again, I would 100% cosplay Radical King. And no one would have any clue what you're doing. It would be hilarious. Also break my neck on a skateboard, so, you know. I'd be on TikTok somewhere dying. Boom. Boom. Oh, man, look at that. That is going to absolutely destroy this guy. All right. Let's finish this bad boy up. Only problem with comics is the paper they're reading. Get the fuck out. You plebe. What is wrong with you? All right, we will have just enough, it seems, to do another round of summons here at the end of the stream. So we're going to aim for that. Bam. Bam. Whatever. That'll be fine. Can't handle the roast. Oh, I can handle the roast. I'm. Y'all don't actually know. I never really publicized it so much. But for years and years and years at the convention, at Anime Week in Atlanta, the group that I was working with, we had a lot of people in the community that had been around for years, and I do mean years. And so one of the things we would do is we'd get together and we'd roast them, and we'd literally have like a dais. And I worked with these people for months, and we would like actually get people in that are like good with like comedic writing, and we'd write scripts. We would do practice sessions. We had this show down pat to the point one year we had an open bar. We had like, you know, like literally had a bartender in the back, open bars set up. We had, you know, like these dining room tables come in. We had, well, obviously the dais in the front. I went so far as to like get this like crazy looking like chair for the event. And like one year we had like dancing girls bring the guy in who were actually cosplayers that were just out there like chilling. So we got some cosplayers to come in and like escort him in, and it was a blast. We had this huge event, and I actually do legitimately miss. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, that is. Oh. Well, that is what it is. I'll have to go cover that here in a little bit. I meant to do my my short on that. We'll talk about it. All right. I have just enough to do 3 summons, and we'll have to break here shortly and retire back to Twitch. So let's do this. Have you gotten the last run and basically the last Ninja Turtle? Oh, no, I haven't. I need to. All right. Before we do that, though, I'm going to record these, obviously, just in case we pull some fire. Per usual, though, guys, I'm going to record an intro. I'll record an outro. But I'm not necessarily going to end there. Actually, probably I'll record an intro, and I'm not going to record an outro because I think we'll do some more tomorrow, and I'll combine those and drop the summons on Monday. But we'll see. If I pull them here, though, I might call. I'm going to see how the summons go and decide whether I'm going to call it or not. So we'll see. But recording in 3. Why were we doing that? 3, 2, 1. Action. Oh, don't do that. Is it? All right, good. What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm going to be back today with another Dokkan video, guys. We have had some fire on this banner, but you know who we haven't pulled? This new Goku. And as always with the banner, my goal is to complete the LR collection. As always been my goal. Make sure that LR collection is complete. Now, I am lacking some of the ones from the Worldwide Celebration, but I have a rule and I'll go over that later. But I'm not deep enough into Goku to give up yet. So let's go ahead jump in here and see if we can pull some fire. Now, we've had good animations. We pulled a ton of LRs. We've rainbowed a ton of units. That's a weird combination. I'm not expecting this to turn into anything. We'll see. We'll see. All right. All right. So, kicking this off with a lot of SR action doesn't leave me with an insane amount of hope, especially with the animations, how they were. So this is probably going to be a cooldown. This is likely to be a cooldown. Yep. Arshin. And then in Perfect Cell. Cool. All right. Not worried about that. Let's go again. Come on. Give us some good animations here. What is with these weird animations tonight? Not even Super Saiyan 3. Not even Super Saiyan 3. All right. So second cooldown in a row. So far we've had a lot of luck. This does not bode well. Okay, SR Yamcha, SR Pan, R Raccoon. Another okay. And Bra Pan. Yeah. This units we definitely need. All right. Well, I'd only prepared to do 3, but I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say we're probably going to farm up some stones and do another round here. Is that Gohan 18 and Boo no Mr. Satan? Super Saiyan 3. No SSG. If you guys don't know, I actually do like SSG. Even though a lot of people say it's just going to be 3 crap units. Most of the time for me, it actually turns into be like at least 1, if not more, featured units. So I've had some good luck on it. The animations are not cooperating tonight, though. So my big thing, and I talked about it here at the beginning of the video, that could have been a fake out, and it wasn't. I go after a unit to about 1,000 Dragonstones. Usually for me, if I don't pull the unit in the first 1,000 Dragonstones, I'm not likely to pull the unit. Oh, funny. I think that's my first of that Zamasu. Is that my first of that Zamasu? It may very well be. It would be something then. Yeah. Hey, I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. So we got something new. I think we're going to farm another 150 stones to go in for a little bit deeper. So for you guys, you won't see anything, but we're going to do a little cut right now. So I'll have to go edit that up. SD, you an idiot. Combines the Don Crow Guild with Vix as Vix is higher. We'll have to talk about it. Vic is actually vetting and managing his. Yeah, that was a bad shaft. That did not go the way I expected it to. Especially considering how good the summons have been so far. So, what I'm going to do tonight and tomorrow is I'm going to farm up some extra stones. I've got a ton of the Dragon Ball stories up here that I've not done deliberately just because I wanted to save the Dragon Stones for an occasion, and I think this is a good occasion. So, yeah, I'm going to do some of those bad boys. I don't think I've done any of these. Yeah, see? There you go. So I'm going to go do some of these, farm up some stones. Then tomorrow, we'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. And tomorrow, we'll try to do it one more time and see if we can finally pull that Goku. So we'll see how things go. But it is 11 o'clock. We're going to go reconvene. I told the guys we'd play some Starship Troopers over on Twitch. So, appreciate you guys for all the likes. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been a ton of fun. We will be back tomorrow with more Dokkan. And I am, on the other hand, going to go set up for some Twitch. So, probably in about 15, 20 minutes, we'll be live over there with Starship Troopers. So, hope to see you guys there. Was feel tired, decided I want to make a mocha latte, made the espresso, and instead of putting it in the mug, SD, you need some sleep. Use some bad sleep. All right, we out. Have a great night, guys. I'll see you again real soon.